last forever. So you can't get anybody else in this. No matter where you look, search over here, search over there, you can't get nobody else in that covenant but Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the beauty of it. That's why if you don't come out of this stupor that you're in and dealing with being Sodom's children, as the Most High call us, and dealing with your emotions and impulses and dealing with the tempter and not realizing you're dealing with the tempter, then it's you. Proverbs 1:22, how long ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So you're a fool. He called you a fool twice. Verse 7, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom, and fools despise instruction. Verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Most High stretched out his right hand. I'm dealing with y'all on this right hand and left hand. He stretched out his hand. He calling you. Letting the Mashiach Yahushua. He allowed him to make the judgment. Most High do the calling. He's calling. You know? But people want to try and find another way. To worship and serve the Most High. And the Most High is the one that said, I called you. He allowed Mashiach Yahushua to do the choosing. He said, because I called, Proverbs 1:24, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught nothing all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. But see, if you don't realize how the Most High is doing this, he called men. And men are set up to bring forth his word. Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge, which shall feed you with knowledge, with the fear of the Most High, the beginning of knowledge and understanding. But see, if you don't believe that, a lot of you believe in these pork-chop-eating preachers that you were under, or whatever evangelists or whoever it was that you was under. You believe highly in them, but they never taught you that you was the children of Israel. They never showed you salvation was for you. They never showed you that the things that we went through when you read this Bible is concerning you. You have all kind of deceptions that's been taught to our people to keep us destroyed. That's why the Most High said, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have said at naught, at nothing. You made this counsel nothing. And with none of my reproof. You ain't want none of his reproof. See, I also will laugh at your calamity. Hear what he said? He said, you're going to laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. When your fear comes, when you really be afraid of him, when you know it's the Most High. You know certain things happen. You say, oh, people say, oh God. They don't know anything else to call on. I won't do it no more. Or forgive me. They call on him then. He said, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. Your fear, you don't have fear now? When you have fear, he said, I'm going to mock you. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, they hated the fear, you hate to be afraid of him, you hated to keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High, which is the beginning of knowledge. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. And put Satan on it. He's going to allow the evil to come in and overtake you. That's what he's talking about. Just like we just seen examples of this since we've gone up through this lesson. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Look at Most High got rid of King Ahab. Perfect example. Look at 2 Chronicles 18 and 18. Again he said, 2 Chronicles 18 and 18. Again he said, therefore hear the word of the Most High. I saw the Most High sitting upon his throne, and all the host, army of heaven, these angels standing on his right hand and on his left. So the Most High have a host, an army of angels standing on his right hand and on his left. What are they doing? 2 Ezra 8:21. What are they doing? Whose throne, whose power and authority is inestimable. You can't measure. You can't measure. Whose glory may not be comprehended. Before whom the host of angels. Remember, he had the host of angels standing on his right hand and on his left hand. What are they doing? Stand with trembling. They standing with trembling. Okay? 2 Chronicles 18 and 18. Again he said, therefore hear the word of the Most High. I saw the Most High sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven, these angels standing on his right hand and on his left, doing what? Trembling. And the Most High said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake, saying after this matter, and another saying after that manner. Then there came out a spirit, an angel. Remember, he maketh his angel spirits. His ministers a flaming fire that bring forth the word of the Most High, which is that fire. Then there came out a spirit and stood before the Most High and said, I will entice him. And the Most High said unto him, wherewith? How are you going to do it? And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. So there are things that Mashiach Yahushua made that's visible and invisible that we went through last night in Colossians, the 1st chapter. He said, I'm going to go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. So he came down on this earth, and every so-called spiritual man that King Ahab of Israel, the king of Israel, believed in, this lying spirit came down and lied to every last one of them. Lied to every last one of them. What's the reason why he would lie to every last one of those people? That there's one king, Ahab, will be put to death at Ramoth Gilead. Verse 21, and he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Most High said, thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. Now therefore, behold, the Most High. Behold, the Most High. Who? The Most High have put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets. And the Most High has spoken evil against thee. See? And he died. He died. That's why I say you got to know who it is that you serve, and not some just made up power that people have made up, not knowing who it is. Look, Psalm 68 and 20. He that is our power, the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is the power of salvation. And unto the Most High belong the issues from death. See? the Most High, belong the issues from death, and only through him. See? Look at 2 Samuel 11. 2 Samuel 11. 11th chapter. Let's look at verse 1. And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when king go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. David stayed back from the war. He sent his general Joab out there. And it came to pass in evening tide that David arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself. And the woman was very beautiful to look upon. So he's on the roof looking down. They see this woman bathing, butt naked. She was beautiful. David sent and inquired after the woman. And one said, "Is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?" See, this woman is married to Uriah the Hittite. David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her. But she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned into her house. So you got to look at this in both ways, you know, because she's married, and David's not supposed to be dealing with this married woman. And she's supposed to know that since she's married, regardless of the king or not, that she's not supposed to lay with him. Verse 5, and the woman conceived, she got pregnant, and sent and told David and said, "I am with child." See? What did David do here? He allowed the tempter to enter into his mind, that temptation. He already had wives. Looked like he didn't have nobody. But he allowed this to get into his mind. He allowed us to get into his mind and to commit adultery. See, Exodus 20. That's why you see in the Psalm, David is crying out a lot. Exodus 20. In verse 14, it's part of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not commit adultery. I mean, a man going with a married woman. A married woman going outside of her, being laying with this man, that's your husband. That's your wife. Thou shalt not commit adultery. A man not supposed to go with another man's woman. Lay with her. That's adultery. Just what he done. Deuteronomy 5 and 18. Thou shalt not commit adultery. That's part of the law the Most High gave us. That's what happened. We see here. I mean, come on, he had women. It ain't like he needed to have another woman. He had women. Look, 2 Samuel, the 3rd chapter. And verse 2. And unto David were sons born in Hebron, and his firstborn was Amnon of Ahinoam the Jezreelitess, right? And his second, Chaliah of Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite. And the third, Absalom, the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. And the fourth, Adonijah, the son of Higgith. And the fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital. And the sixth, Idream by Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. See? Those were born to David in Hebron by those women. Uh, 2 Samuel 5, verse 13. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem. And he was come from Hebron. We just read about the children that he had from those 6 women in Hebron. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem, when he came to Jerusalem, after he was come from Hebron, and there were yet sons and daughters born to David. See? So he had women, he had women, children, he had a lot of women. But he seen Bathsheba. She was fine to look at. Second Samuel 11 and 5. And the woman conceived, she got pregnant and sent and told David and said, I am with child. And David said to Joab, now David know that her name is Bathsheba, that she's pregnant. It's Uriah's wife. By him. And David said to Joab, saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David. And when Uriah was coming to him, David demanded of him how Joab did, and how the people did, and how the war prospered. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house. Now he know he done slept with his woman. He know that she done told King David that she is pregnant with his baby. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house, go down to your house, man, and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mesh of meat from the king. But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his lord, and went not down to his house. He sent all this meat to his house, but Uriah didn't go home. He stayed there with all the servants, right at the king's door. So now, David's plan of Uriah going home, sleeping with his woman, Bathsheba. So now David's out of it, right? But Uriah didn't do that. He stayed right there at David's door. But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house, verse 9, with all the servants of his Lord, and went not down to his house. And when